Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dortmund Center for Science and Faith podcast. Today, I just wanted to talk with you really quickly about what this podcast is about and what we're going to be doing. So this is our video podcast. We also have an audio version that is completely in German. We'll have some episodes featured in English, but for the most part, we're going to try and keep the audio podcasts to German. And in turn, we're going to have these video podcasts, and these will be mostly in English. So what is the Science and Faith podcast from the Dortmund Center for Science and Faith all about? Well, there's a couple of different elements to it. One of them is obviously we want to have a place where we can exchange ideas and test ideas, talk about them, interact with them, and have a search for truth, and an exchange and a conversation. So questions like, what is science? What are the limits of science? What are the reaches of science? What can science tell us? What can science not tell us? And likewise also, what about the Christian faith? What are the limits to the Christian faith? What kind of knowledge can we learn? What kind of truth can we gain from the practice of the Christian religion? And what are the limits of Christian religion and Christian theology? What can Christian theology tell us? What can it not tell us? What are its limits? What are its boundaries? And what are its reaches? Where can it go? Where can it not go? And then, of course, obviously, we want to take those two. We have science on the one hand and Christian religion, Christian theology on the other. And we want to see, where do they interact? How do they? What are the points at which they touch and cross over and intersect? And what's happening at those intersections? So questions that relate to both science and the Christian faith, we want to talk about. We want to talk about how do those two interact, and then in what ways do they interact? What does that look like when those two do interact and cross over? Or are they completely separate? Are science and the Christian faith never interacting? Or are they just kind of running on two parallel tracks that never cross over? Do they have absolutely nothing to do with each other? Do they have everything to do with each other? Are they so integrated that they can be distinguished but not separated? Or is there kind of an interaction between the two of them? So these are just some of the questions we're going to be exploring. And then, of course, we'll also have interviews with special guests who have expertise in certain areas. And we'll be talking about all kinds of issues related to the science and faith discussion. So we're very excited to be launching this, and we hope that you'll join us in the coming days and weeks and months as we release a new video every single week. So you can find that right here on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, leave a comment, tell us if you have any ideas for future upcoming episodes, topics or themes that you'd like to see addressed. If you have any questions, leave your questions, and we'll be happy to do our best to try to address those as well. And who knows, we might even feature them in a future episode here on the podcast. That would be wonderful. And of course, if you want to reach out to us, there's resources. You can visit our website, scienceandfaith.de. That's scienceandfaith.de. And you can also send us an email if you want to send us a question or interact with us over a specific topic. I've actually gotten several emails over the last month. Our email address is scienceandfaithdortmund@gmail.com. That's scienceandfaithdortmund, DORTMUND, @gmail.com, and we'll do our best to respond to those as well. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to having some great conversations coming up, and we look forward to you being a part of them.